In this video, you are going to learn how to translate functions. So, the first way to translate a function you're going to learn about is up and down movement. So it's called vertically, which is just up and down. And the first way we do that is when it's upwards, it's going to be plus k. So the action is going to be happening outside the x squared, so your y is technically changing. So for example, our parent function, which you learned about last class, is f of x equals x squared for quadratics, and it's the shape of a parabola. So if I add 4 on, that parent function is going to move up 4 units using the vertex. Same thing if it's going downwards. Parent function, x squared. If I put on a minus 2 at the end, that means it's going to go down 2 units. So here's some examples on a graph. This middle one right here is your parent function. I'm going to put the vertex where it belongs, which is very important. This top dotted one here is f of x plus 3. So the original was just f of x. You'll notice it went up 1, 2, 3 to hit this new function. Same thing for down here. Our new one was f of x minus 2, and you'll notice it went down 2 to hit this point for the vertex, making this the new function. Vertical shifts occur outside the function. So like I said, the parent function, minus 2 is going outside of it. Plus 4 is going outside of it. Now the other one you're going to learn about today is the horizontal movement, which is left and right. This occurs inside the function, and if I kind of look at both, x plus 4 is inside the parentheses, it's connected to the x. This plus 4 is outside. So there are two different types of movement occurring. Whenever it's connected to it, it's going left or right. Now you have to be careful. Your instinct would to say that it would be right 4 because it's positive 4, but whenever we have a positive getting added on, it's actually going to go left that many units. So here would be left 4. Same thing for the next one. Minus 2 will make it right 2 units. So you actually have to think backwards when you're translating horizontally. Same idea here with the graph. Here's your parent function. The vertex starts there. I went 1, 2 to the left, so it's a plus 2 for that new function. 1, 2 to the right, which would be a minus 2 for that function. So those are the 2 rules you need to know. We're going to try a couple of the problems so you can just see what's actually happening. So one thing you have to remember is what the function will look like too. So because my first one has a squared, I will be drawing a parent function of a parabola, and then my new function will also be a parabola. Vertex always starts at the center for my parent function, and that's all I'm drawing right now so you can understand where my movement's going from there. So in red is your parent function, y equals x squared. Now I want to move it to look like this guy, so minus 4 and plus 3. So you learned on the last page that this plus 3, when it's on the outside, means it's going to move up 3. And this minus 4 means it's going to go right 4. So you can start either way. It's kind of like if you walked around the block. If you went one direction first or the other direction, you're still going to end up at the same place. So if I go up 3 first, 1, 2, 3, and then right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, my new vertex would be right here. And this would be my new function. Again, if I would have went right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3, I would have still ended at the same spot. So it doesn't matter which one you start with. My second function, because of the absolute value bars, I know it's going to be an absolute value function. So in red, I'm just going to draw the parent function for you. And you do not need to draw the parent function on your page. I'm just drawing it so you can see why it's moving, how it's moving, and go from there. And you can tell it's a rough sketch of it, but my vertex is always starting at the origin for parent functions. -2 means right 2, and then +4 means up 4. I go right 1, 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just redraw my parent function, or I'm sorry, redraw my absolute value function. Alright, if we look at the last one, y equals the square root of x plus 1 plus 3, my parent function is the square root, which just means it looks like this. It's half a parabola facing sideways. Now to translate it and move it, I go left 1, since that's a +1 right there, I changed it to be a plus, and up 3. So left 1, up 1, 2, 3. Draw the rest of the function in. Alright, so the key is to remember your parent function, so what they look like, left and right, up and down. So left and right, it'll be connected to the inside, and we call that H. Connected to your X, up and down, will be on the outside, and that's your K. So left is plus, right is minus for my left and right movement, up is plus, down is minus. Let us know if you have any questions.